Come and listen to a radio station where
it's controlled chaos. Stomping the IE and the world on 1050 AM KCAA. NBC News Talk Radio.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, y'all. Unbelievable. Controlled Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5, 102.3 FM in the Inland Empire. I'm Gary Garver. Here with the Guru of the Ghetto, live in Las Vegas, Jigga Jones. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, Jigga.
Indigenous people? I thought it was Columbus Day.
What is an indigenous person, anyways? I'm just curious. What
is that, like a homeless person, an indigent?
It sounds like one, right? Happy Homeless Peoples Day, right? Wait, we should celebrate that. We should celebrate all the homeless people in America, right? You know?
Yeah, man. That'd be the only thing they would celebrate there in California. Y'all got more homeless people there than anywhere else in the world.
Oh, you got plenty of them in Vegas too, and all over the country, please. You know?
Yeah, from California.
They just love coming to California and Los Angeles because we have the great climate and beaches. You know, you go down to what?
Stupid people, because people give more money to the homeless in Los Angeles than anywhere else in the country.
Well, you can go down to Venice. Listen, if I was going to be homeless, I'd be homeless at Venice. I mean, they got a whole community there. Plus, you got free showers, toiletries, people giving you money, taking pictures with you, from people from all over the world taking pictures with you and handing you money and stuff. I mean, if I was going to be homeless, it'd be in Venice Beach for sure. That would be the one place I would be. So anyways, happy.
You get the drugs down there too.
You get some good drugs, you know, all sorts of stuff. So anyways, it's Columbus Day, and now they're turning it into this whole, I wouldn't even know it was Columbus Day unless they mentioned it, and how everybody's in a uproar about being Columbus Day because Columbus really didn't discover America. It was the indigenous people, and the first European person to discover it was Leif Erikson. So I'm sure all the white supremacists would like to change it from Columbus Day to Leif Erikson Day. What's the big deal about Columbus Day anyways? Never got it.
Well, you know, that was when they was teaching kids in school about Columbus, the ocean blue in 1492. You wanted to have something to hook it to, you know. Here's the date celebrating that mess.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. That's about all I remember from it. And it was also supposed to be celebrated on October 12th, but now they celebrate it on the second Monday of every October. I don't know. I never take the day off. It's a federal holiday. I guess the post office is closed. That's all I care about. You're not going to get mail today. And some banks are closed. But I don't know. They're making a big deal about nothing to me. I mean, you know,
yeah, of course.
You know, these states and cities are like changing it to Indigenous Peoples Day or Native American Day or whatever. Who cares at this point, right?
A bunch of crap.
Let's call it politically correct. And we're a bunch of a-hole day. You know?
Yeah,
I mean, you know, it is. It's ridiculous. So, anyways, how was your weekend, Guru of the Ghetto?
Man, it was phenomenal, man. You know, doing some drinking, cashing in my little chips and stuff, and getting me some free credits and some stuff. I got me a steak and lobster dinner down there at Presto's for $9.99.
Wow, that's awesome, man. Was it a big lobster, or was it like a just a huge shrimp that they said it was lobster? You know, sometimes they make those shrimp. It looks like a shrimp. It was a little lobster, right? It was like
they do a Sizzler where they tell you it's a lobster. They ain't no damn lobster.
Yeah, you get the steak and lobster. Yeah, they do that at Fridays too. They have steak and lobster for $13.99, and then it's like a 2-bite piece of lobster. You know, you get 2 bites out of the lobster tail. You know, so anyways, it is what it is.
Well, it wasn't too bad, but the steak was real small.
Was it?
The steak was, they take turns. You can get a small steak or you get a small lobster. And I guess they decide they're going to give you a small steak.
Well, Vegas always has the best deals on food. I still think that's the best place to go for food, especially downtown or not at the big casinos, because the big casinos now rip you off for the food. But if you go downtown or you go to these small little casinos, they still have great deals. I remember when I was living in Lake Tahoe, when I was doing my show up in Lake Tahoe back in 1985, you get steak and eggs for $2.99. You know what I mean? Steak and eggs and a big ass steak. You know what I mean? And a couple of eggs.
Something like that over there. If you go to State Line, they got like a $3.99 breakfast, man.
Yeah.
Steak, eggs with potatoes. But man, who the hell wants to drive all over the State Line? He doesn't spend $20 with the gas to get a $3 meal.
And speaking of gas, gas has gone up to like $4 a gallon here in Los Angeles, man. It's crazy. I know in Vegas what is it still in Vegas and Nevada, like $3.20 or $3 or what is it?
If you pay high gas, it's like $3.02.
Wow.
I paid $2.99 yesterday.
We're paying literally. I paid $3.89 a gallon for gas. Nobody's even talking about this anymore.
You guys got a chance to fix this, man. That Prop 6, you guys got to vote yes on Prop 6 to repeal the gas tax. Don't believe Jerry Brown and those people when they talk about, the roads are going to collapse if you get rid of. Hey, look, the money that they collected from the gas tax for the last 11 years, not 12 years, has never gone to the roads. So if the roads are going to collapse, it's because for the last 12 years, they ain't put the money we're supposed to. So vote yes on Prop 6, repeal the gas tax.
I agree, man. It's crazy. We get taxed so bad here. I mean, it's insane to live here in Southern California with the taxes and everything.
The bad part about this is, in Compton, gas is like, because people have to drive. Like a lot of people know, if you live in Compton, you ain't working in Compton. You got to drive to LA somewhere.
Right.
So you got broads out there. I don't even forget about that. On Rosecrans and Stanford, where there's a gas station over there. I'm not going to name the gas station, but there's a story that they've been pushing. You can see it on the internet where this lady is out there, and before she goes to work, she's doing prostitution stuff.
She's doing,
you can get
what for gasoline?
Yeah, man. For $15 a gas, she goes, hit it from the back, do a sexual act for $15 a gas. Some kind of thing like that. And that's how expensive it is. And people can't get. And the lady on the thing, she interviews her. It's like, look, I got kids. I got to go to work. I'm only working 3 days a week, so I can't afford, to fill my tank.
That's
crazy, I can't buy a
man.
new car. She ain't got the money. She ain't got the credit to buy a new car. So her car's, it doesn't get good gas mileage. So in order for her to even get to work, she's out here turning tricks at the gas station.
That's insane. Well, I'm not shocked, man. I mean, it's so insane now. I mean, and the crazy thing is nobody's even talking I remember back in the day they would talk about when gas was getting to $3 a gallon or $3.50 a gallon. Now it's almost up to $4 a gallon. We don't hear a damn thing about it. I don't know. Everything's like deflected or something like that. I think the world is in complete chaos. I mean, we just got through this nomination of Brett Kavanaugh. I knew it all along that he would be nominated, but now we got, out of the 9 Supreme Court justices, 2 of them have been accused of sexual assault. We got 2 out of the 9 of the Supreme Court, the highest court of the land. We have 2 justices that have been accused of sexual assault. That's how nuts our country has become. I mean, that's how insane our country is now.
Not only this, but the accusations that were brought recently, at least like the thing that Clarence Thomas, that stuff was vetted before it came out. They found out that it was credible. They knew when, where, what time it happened, all that stuff. This one here is BS.
Yeah.
You don't know where it happened. You don't know when it happened. You can't even point out the house where it happened. Oh, but he did it. And you find out she's some rabid liberal lady who's like hardcore Hillary Clinton head, and a supposed feminist. But yet she's credible, but she's not. But then you find out, she used to coach people for the lie detector test.
The crazy thing is this, okay? So all the Republicans are saying that she was credible and that they believe her, okay, 100%, but it wasn't Kavanaugh that did it. So how can you be credible and believable and then you say, hey, but it wasn't Kavanaugh?
Correct.
No, but the point being, it's just so asinine, the whole thing. And by the way, on the other side of the fence with the Democrats and all that, I mean, it was a total witch hunt. I mean, there was no corroboration. Even her best friend couldn't identify Kavanaugh, didn't even meet Kavanaugh. So it was sort of, it's just so, it's a mind blower, man. It's just so disturbing what's going on. And by the way, I wonder how much that Coke can with the pubic hair is worth right now. Who has that Coke can with the pubic hair? I mean, I'd like to buy that on eBay. What?
See, Coke missed an opportunity too. They should have been advertising during the whole Kavanaugh hearing, saying, "Hey, remember us, Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
We were there first."
Hey, have a Coke, a pubic hair, and a smile, and go on your married.
Yeah, Bill Cosby with that smile on his face with the Coke.
Hey, I put plenty of pubic hairs on my Coke when I roofie those women. All right, we got to take a break. It is Controlled Chaos, KCAATV 105, 106, whatever it is. I don't know. You guys are listening if you're on it. I'm Gary Garver. the ghetto Jigga Jones. Have a Coke, a pubic hair, and a smile for a Monday morning. We'll be back after this.
NBC Talk Radio, 1050 AM.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you always tired and worn out? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your sleep patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great, relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. South Pacific Sleep Lab will give you the help you need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Been very happy with the results on 2018. I'm up over about 15% for the year.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done and afforded me by becoming a Phil's Gang member.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
This is Judge Herb Dodell, and our show is called For the People. It's available every Monday at 4 o'clock, 4 to 5, and we'll be talking about all kinds of things pertaining to the law and how it really works from the inside as opposed to the outside. So tune in and learn all you need to know about the legal system and how it works.
I'm Jim O'Hare. I'm here to help raise awareness for CADASIL, a genetic disorder that affects 1 in 25,000 people. CADASIL can cause strokes in young adults, leading to memory loss and dementia. Patients may experience migraines with aura and mood disorders as early as 20 years old. Presently, CADASIL is being underdiagnosed and often misdiagnosed as MS or some other neurological disorder. So please visit curecadasil.org and learn more about this devastating disease and learn what you can do to help find a cure.
Does a Bush in the White House make you nervous?
No. We've had a Bush in the White House. He didn't do too badly.
Do you think Hollywood discriminated against Halle Berry?
Do I think Hollywood discriminates? Does Holly work in Hollywood?
Did Hollywood discriminate against Halle Berry?
Answer my question. Does Holly work in Hollywood?
Yes, she does.
I don't think she discriminates then.
Have you ever left the scene of an accident?
Not one I'll admit to.
Would you ever do full frontal nudity in a movie?
Absolutely.
You ever had a gay experience?
Huh?
Have you ever had a gay experience?
Have you ever had a gay experience?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thanks a lot, Morgan.
Leave no listeners behind. KCAA.
Gary Garver, Jew of the...
Shut up.
What can we say that's not going to piss him off? Never mind.
Never mind. All right. Who builds these clocks anyways, Jigga? Who does this? Who builds these clocks?
I think we did.
Yeah, I know I did. All right, Control Chaos, KC. Yeah, and you're the one who got those liners, which are classic. All right, KCAA 1050 AM 106.5, 102.3 FM. In the Inland Empire, I'm Gary Garver here with the guru of the ghetto, Jigga Jones, and we were talking about the nominee Kavanaugh getting, in the Supreme Court. And I love Mitch McConnell. He's such an a-hole. I mean, doesn't he look?
I really don't care for him too much.
It looks like he's got a load in his pants, right? Is he wearing Depends? I'm just wondering, does he wear Depends, Mitch McConnell? Seriously, it looks like he does. You know, he's always got that. I'm constipated.
Yeah, man, that's for sure.
Does he have a penis? I just want to know if Mitch McConnell has a penis. Do you think so? Yes or no? It's got to be small.
It's different of having one or using one. It's the whole
that thing hasn't been used. I guarantee you Mitch McConnell's penis hasn't been used in years. Come on, he's going to. The only person touching that is himself. Give me a break. Anyways, I love what he just came out and said, too. Remember how he screwed President Obama with the Supreme Court nominee saying that, let the people decide a Supreme Court nominee. And lo and behold, the Republicans won, and now we've had 2 Supreme Court nominees elected to the Supreme Court under Trump. But now Mitch McConnell has left open the possibility of confirming a Supreme Court nominee in 2020 if Republicans still control the chamber and there's a vacancy on the court. Okay?
Yeah.
What a douche, man. This guy.
You sound surprised by this.
I don't. It's not surprising. It's just more BS. More. It's just like I want to throw. Don't you want to just puke on him, man? I want to puke on the whole Senate. Just throw up. I want to Ralph on him. Remember, didn't Kavanaugh use the word Ralphing? I like to Ralph on. Yeah.
Man, I saw a T-shirt, man, that says Kavanaugh, and it looks like a Heineken logo, and it says I love beer and farting.
I'm telling you, man. It's so ridiculous, man. It gets tiring, man. You don't want to even talk about it anymore. But anyways, yeah, McConnell's shifted his views. So I guess I pray Ruth Bader Ginsburg, stays alive for the next 2 years, for Christ's sake.
You won't notice the difference anyway. She's sleeping.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but
they can just prop her up. They can hide it until the election was good.
Yeah.
They can just hide it. Just get some air freshener.
Clone her ass or something. Yeah.
Weekend and Bernie.
Clone her. Clone her.
Weekend and Bernie. That's all
right. Exactly. Put some sunglasses on her and keep her propped.
Yeah. Play some calypso music. All you got to do.
What else are we going to talk about, Jake? I forgot. I'm brain dead.
Well, we talking about they celebrating Columbus Day.
Oh yeah,
Columbus.
That's right. It's Columbus Day today. Yeah. So Columbus, Ohio. I guess isn't that the capital of Columbus, Ohio? I mean, Columbus is the capital of Ohio, and now they're not celebrating Columbus Day there either. Oh, well, what are you going to do?
No, it's a bunch of gimps.
Yeah, it's stupid.
When we let morons run the country, that's what happened.
I hear it.
And this all started. And this all started with, believe it or not, George Bush. I would say on record so far, one of the crappiest presidents I've lived to see. And Obama, would stand him right up next to him was a little bit better. And now you got this dude. At least the orange man is getting things done. But I can't say he's great. I can't say he's unified the country.
Please. This country's never been so divided. This country's never been so divided.
This all started when Obama started that thing with the police officers. You remember this? Because the country we had September, everybody unified. Then Obama jumped. I mean, he was right, but he did it the wrong way. When the policeman shot the dude, and Obama said, "Well, that could have been my son," or something like that. And he jumped before the investigation was done. And you find out, hey, this guy got shot because he was asking for it. And then from that point, the divide started, and then everything was racism after that. You had George Zimmerman, Hispanic, supposedly a white dude, shoots Trayvon Martin, a black kid. And hey, he's not white, but yet they painted it like that. Well, and it just kept going, and the news was allowed to pump situations up and make it worse than it is.
Yeah.
And look at it. Look at CNN. You got pictures of Anderson Cooper in knee-high boots, kneeling down in the water, making it look like it's up to his waist, when the cameraman's standing down and you see them in an inch of water. When the news is fake, and they say, "Oh, that's not fake news." Yes, it is. It's not real.
Well, listen, I think it all started when Obama came out with the Affordable Health Care Act, and that was the beginning of all this division. Because in 2008, the country was going down the tubes. We were heading for a depression. Obama pulled through and basically saved the economy. He really did. I mean, he did some great things. But then he had to pull that card, the Affordable Health Care, Obamacare, and gave ammunition to the Republicans. And ever since then, there's been a division like no other. This country is so divided. It's just it hurts your brain to think about it, man.
It wouldn't have been as bad as if you had good care and you didn't lose good care. But what he did was he took people with no care, gave them okay care. People who had great care, now you got okay care too. Well, and that's what pissed people off. Because I had Cadillac care.
Yeah.
I never had problems with insurance. For health insurance. And now I can't even go to the doctor.
I don't even know. Hey, listen, is there Obamacare? I mean, I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore. I don't even know.
If you're in California, you have to spend $2,200 for the insurance to kick in. Look here, man. If you're living in California, you ain't got $2,200 extra dollars to be spending on something.
And you know what else?
That's not health insurance.
Yeah, and you know what else is sort of, I don't know, upsetting. I don't know what you'd put it, disappointing, is that here I am working every day, busting my ass, taking care of my brother, working at the radio station, doing other things, and I don't have health care. And I've grew up here. I pay my taxes on time. I'm a U.S. citizen. I've been here since the beginning of my birth. And I can't get health care, but somebody that wasn't born here, that doesn't speak our language, that doesn't probably pay taxes, probably works illegally here under the table, can go to a hospital and get free medical care. And I can't. So I don't get this, man. And I'm not listening. This is not racism. This is just a fact. And it's sad. Yeah. It's really disappointing as a person, because I always say, I can't go get health care. I mean, my uncle just had a stroke, okay? And he has insurance, health insurance and stuff like that. But to get a caregiver costs zillions of dollars. He can't function right now. And my cousins are freaking out about him burning through all his money. But guess what? If he burns through all his money, okay, and then he becomes broke and poor, then he'll get medical care for free. So you got to be you have to be completely broke to get free medical care, to get any kind of medical care. But if you have any kind of money, guess what? You're screwed. They're going to take it all until it's all gone, right? And then you'll get the free health care. It's so asinine. I know, it's asinine.
That's exactly how the system works. That's why people are mad about it.
Yeah, well, I am too, and it's sad. I mean, I haven't gone to a doctor in 15, 16 years, but if I do and I have to, man, I'm probably gonna lose everything I got, which is not a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
I got a little bit, but I mean, it is what it is. You won't have nothing.
First time you fall down and can't get up, you're gonna be broke. You're gonna get up and have a shopping cart.
Yeah, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a
Well, there's always the
acid.
California retirement program. You know about that, right?
No, what's that?
California retirement programs where you run out of money. You're out there on the street. You don't want to live out on the street. So what you do is you go out and you commit a crime.
Oh, okay.
And you go out and beat somebody in the head. Make sure they get hurt real bad, or use a gun, so that way you can go to jail for the rest of your life.
All right, cool.
That way you get 3 hots in a kite.
That's right. You get free health care, free food, free everything. It is the truth. It is crazy. Hey, listen, let's talk a little. Let's get off all this craziness and crapola. Yeah. Let's talk about some sports. My Raiders completely suck. I mean, Derek Carr throws the football. He is so, I want to use the word so S-y. He's terrible. I mean, they're paying this guy $25 million a year, okay, to throw a football. Wow. He sucks, but they wouldn't give Khalil Mack.
Somebody in high school ball that would play better than him. I'm serious.
I mean, I don't know if you saw the game yesterday against the Chargers. I mean, it was like the Raiders were still in the game in the fourth. It was at the end of the third quarter. The Raiders were still in the game. It's 1st and goal on the 1-yard line. Instead of running Marshawn Lynch, who would probably just plow right into the end zone, and the Raiders get closer, Derek Carr throws a pass right to the Charger guy. Right, hit him between the numbers, man. I mean, this guy blows. I mean, I hope John Gruden gets. And he's wearing. Have you ever seen Derek Carr's face when he plays? It looks like he's wearing eyeliner. You know, he looks a little. He looks a little light in the loafers, if you know what I'm talking about.
That's how he plays.
He does. He plays like he's light in the loafers. I mean, the Raiders suck. I gotta say, Jigga. I sort of disowned the Rams back in 1983 when they moved from Los Angeles to Anaheim and then moved to St. Louis. We used to have my dad had season tickets for the Rams games. I used to go to a lot of Ram games, and then once they moved to Anaheim, we didn't go to any game. But I'm gonna jump on the Ram bandwagon. I think I hate to do it, but I know. I can't root for the Raiders anymore.
They've been playing pretty good though this time, but I tell you, the Raiders have been consistently bad.
Oh, they suck. They suck.
And they got. And I like the team personally because I like the magic of the Raiders, but I understand they ain't gonna win.
There's no magic left, man. The magic. It's like the Lakers for the last 6 years until they got LeBron James.
They got LeBron, boy. It's gonna be a hole. It's gonna be on because you got LeBron.
Exactly. I mean, I'm watching exhibition games of the Lakers because I want to see LeBron James. But I mean, the Raiders. It's where you're right. They had a mystique. The Raiders had a mystique, and that's why I liked them. You know what I mean? But now I
think what killed the Raiders, I think, is the PC culture. You know, ever since you couldn't plow the dude that caught the football off the kick, the Raiders have been crap.
Yeah.
You realize that? When they started softening up football, the Raiders they softened all the way up. Because the Raiders then you remember they had to say, go break the guy's leg.
Yeah.
Go out there and break a leg. Remember that? They weren't talking like no actors break a leg. They talking about break a leg. And they stopped all that. And so, you got these dudes that used to be the dirtiest team.
Yeah,
now they got to play powder puff.
Yeah, well,
it's going to, and everybody worry about concussions. It's going to be flag football in the next 4 years.
I mean, you know what?
The uniform's going to have a touch thing sensor on it, and their helmet's going to light up when they get touched. Watch and see.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, the way they're treating their quarterbacks, this is so ridiculous. I mean, there's penalties for these guys rushing the quarterback. I mean, you're not going to stop a 280-pound defensive lineman from hitting a quarterback when he's going full speed and he breaks loose and the quarterback just happens to throw it, a second before he gets hit, and then they're calling penalties on this stuff. It's ridiculous, man. I tell you, the NFL has completely screwed this up. Roger Goodell is like one of the worst commissioners of any sport in America. I mean, they've got to do something about it because it's really disappointing to see what's happening here in the league. Though the Rams are kicking ass, and looks like Kansas City and the Rams, and maybe the Patriots. Those are the top three teams. The other big sports story, I guess, was this fight between Conor McGregor, that douche, and this Russian dude, Nurmagomedov. I guess they yeah, he be and McGregor. Anyways, I guess. Nurmagomedov won the fight, put McGregor in submission. I wasn't going to go see it. I could care less about it looks like some weird homosexual thing going on between these guys. You know what I mean? They're all wrestling and getting each other's crotches and stuff like that. Anyways, I guess after the fight, they got into a huge brawl. Did you see that? Because I didn't see any of it. I just heard about it.
It's been playing on every TV here in Vegas 24/7.
I bet.
The dude jumped over the octagon and came after the people in the thing, in the audience.
Really?
The McGregor's people that was in the audience went after them. Then the police got involved. And I'm telling you, I was sitting here thinking that maybe they found out I'm living here because next thing I'm hearing sirens. That's what's going on. Because I live in Summerlin, which is like 10 miles from the Strip.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the cops have take-home cars up here. This is like the suburbs. So all of a sudden, these people get activated, and pickup trucks got lights and sirens. Crazy funny little cars you wouldn't imagine, lights and sirens, all kinds of noise. I was, what the hell is going on? And then later on, I flipped on the TV and found out they had activated the Department of Emergency because they had a riot down there.
Wow. Well,
at the doggone thing.
Did they? Well, anyways, I guess the Russian dude defended his actions as justifiable going after the guy because McGregor supposedly said some things about his ethnicity and religion and stuff like that before the fight. And also remember, I think it was about a year ago where McGregor and his little hoodlums went and I beat up some bus that he was on and hit some people or something.
They threw the window to the bus, broke the window of the bus. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, well, I guess that was his response. That's why this Russian cat got all bent out of shape and did it. He said he talked about my country. He talked about my father. He talked about my religion. He come to Brooklyn and he broke bus. He almost killed a couple of people. What about this? You know, that's my Russian accent. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but here's the thing here, because the problem is we have allowed people to say that sticks and stones are equal to somebody punching you in the face, and that's a bunch of crap. You know, you need to go back to everybody's like, "Oh, I'm offended." Well, get over it.
Yeah.
But we don't say that. We go, "Oh, we're so sorry. What can we do? Should we fire the person? What can we do to make this right? How about to get this right? We tell you to go pound sand and get up out of here. Go home and go sit there and cry. You know, you want to sit and cry, go home and do that.
Yeah.
You know, we need to stop all this mollycoddling of people that, I'm offended. Hey, so what? You know what? You know, I
it's
took a dump.
stupid. Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Who
Anyways,
cares?
you know, I mean, if you spent money on that, you probably wasted your money. And you know, I don't get the whole UFC thing. I don't get the whole. It just doesn't do anything for me. But yeah, I guess they got into a big fight afterwards. Who cares, right? It's just two douchebags, you know, beating each other
all a
up.
bunch of crap.
Yeah, it's all crap.
You know, but the problem is you got a big steroid-looking crazy fool jumping over the stands and stuff. And see, this is why they're lucky, you know. And we need to do something about these people that they get mad when you say something. Like the people screaming and banging on the door at Kavanaugh. Oh no, please, banging on the door. What are you doing? Go home, do something.
The only thing you should do if you're doing that is go out there and vote. I mean, if you don't like what's going on in our country, go out and vote. It's happening in less than a month, the midterm. So we're gonna see.
You know what though?
What?
I have to say I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one. Normally I would agree, but on this one I don't, because you got a bunch of dummies and a bunch of immature people acting like 3-year-olds. I don't want them to vote. If you're 25 years old, you're living in a home and acting like a 3-year-old, you shouldn't be voting. You should be out getting a job. You should be out getting a life experience somewhere. Because these people, look at all these people that voted for Hillary Clinton. Blue hair, you know, got things stuck in their nose. They can't even tell you what the Constitution is for, what it's about, or why you're allowed to vote. And they sit there and cry because the person didn't win the election. No, they shouldn't vote.
You know what I should do, Jig? I should go out on the street and just bring a cameraman and just ask these millennials just questions about the United States and stuff like that. Like, what's the Second Amendment? Who's the vice president? And see how many of these cats even know who, what is what, and all this other stuff. Because I guarantee
remember like Jay Leno used to do that. That was good.
Well, we used to do it before Jay Leno. Jay Leno stole it from.
He stole it from you guys.
Exactly. All right, there you go. All right, it is Controlled Chaos. We'll be back after this.
Controlled Chaos. Gary Garver and Sugar Jones are out of their flipping minds.
It only works if all the little cogs mesh.
10:50 a.m. KCAA.
This is Jigga Jones. If you missed any part of the show, go back and check it out on iHeartRadio.
This is Gary Garver, and I've written a book called Radio Blows. It's all about my career in the radio business, my time with the Howard Stern Show, and celebrity interviews, my top 10 cool celebrities and my top 10 uncool celebrities. Here's a sample of a couple cool ones and a couple uncool ones.
Make a citizen's arrest on me? Yeah, I'm gonna take this stuff here. Yeah? All right, I'm holding you. Call, get the marshal. Get the marshal? We'll see who's wrong. We'll see who's wrong. Get the marshal right now? We'll see who's wrong.
Are you one of the scary morning people who are gonna ask horrible things? You got that look. Are you?
Do I have that look?
You do. You got the look like, watch me do something I would have in second grade.
If you're forced into gay sex, who would you choose? I don't get forced into anything.
Thanks a lot, Jack.
If you're on a desert island and you had a choice of making love to Pamela Lee or Janet Reno, who would you choose?
That's a question I don't want to answer because my wife might be listening to the show.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Okay, Radio Blows, available now on Amazon, Amazon.com, and Kindle. Radio Blows. If you want to get in the radio business or find out the inner workings of radio, it's a must-read book.
I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, most people have been watching the stock market go up, up, and up. There's one problem. When you get out, most people don't get out in time. Well, I've solved that. With my video stock program, I pick the stock, put it on the video, tell you when to get in and when to get out. Join my video program.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Been very happy with the results on 2018. I'm up over about 15% for the year.
Phil has definitely kept me informed on a day-to-day basis on the ups and downs in the market.
I've been extremely happy with everything that they've done and afforded me by becoming a Phil's Gang member.
I would highly recommend joining Phil's Gang.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264.
Are you having trouble sleeping? Are you always tired and worn out? Is it affecting your work and personal life? Well, South Pacific Sleep Lab can help you out. South Pacific Sleep Lab provides a personal study of your sleep patterns. With their trained specialists, they will diagnose your sleep habits and will give you a prognosis for getting a great, relaxing night of sleep. South Pacific Sleep Lab has locations throughout Southern California, including Fontana, and will provide transportation to any of their locations at no cost to you. South Pacific Sleep Lab will give you the help you need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. To find out more, give them a call at 844-SAD-5050. That's 844-SAD-5050. South Pacific Sleep Lab. Start resting easy and sleeping sound today.
How are you, sir?
How are you?
Good. I may go to hell for this, but I got to ask you these questions for my job, okay?
Yes. You go ahead. Ask anything.
Does getting the Nobel Prize help you pick up girls?
More than that. I mean, there must be thousands.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Have you ever smoked pot?
No.
Never?
No.
And is it okay to have sex wearing a condom?
Not wearing a condom?
Wearing one.
Oh, I mean, I would be appalled if anyone did not practice safe sex. And so, as they say, the ABC, huh?
What's that?
ABC, abstain. If you can't abstain, be faithful, and when you have sex, condomize. ABC.
Thank you, sir. Hey, happy birthday.
God bless you. Thank you. Thank you.
This is the Gary Garver Show. If you're not listening to Gary, you.
That was Bishop Desmond Tutu. A wise man. A very, very wise man. Unlike me, Gary Garver. I'm here with Jigga Jones. It is Controlled Chaos. And Jigga, are you wondering about the secret to happiness?
Yeah, man, I'm wondering about that. You talk about you wasn't a wise man. Well, I've always been a wise ass. So, let's go with that.
I've been called a wise ass, too. But Albert Einstein, right? He's a genius, right? Supposedly. Yeah. What makes a genius in this world today? I don't even know. Maybe somebody who has common sense is a genius nowadays. That
dude would be so disappointed to find out where humanity has gone since his death. Could you imagine? You had people like discovering new items and coming up with going rocket ships to the moon, developing weapons that keep people safe and all this stuff. And then you look at what's going on now today. We got people wearing pussy hats in the street.
Yeah, well, I wonder what our forefathers like exactly. Thomas Jefferson and George Washington, John Adams.
You know what?
What would they think about what's going on nowadays?
Your boy at the NRA said something very funny.
Who?
They said, what do you think the founding fathers would think about gun rights today? He says, unfortunately, with the way people are so immature today, I think Thomas Jefferson would walk down the street and just snatch guns from people. I was diagnosed with Barry Pratt from the Gun Owners of America.
I would not doubt it. I would not doubt it. Wouldn't it be nice to have all those guys just come back, and would that be a great Senate to have those guys in there without Mitch McConnell and Chuck Schumer?
Would be
unbelievable.
Amazing.
It would be amazing.
Could you imagine if you brought those dudes? Because they have the ability to do it, the cloning and all that. So they don't admit it, but they do.
They should clone
them. Wouldn't that be
them.
cool to bring George Washington back, Thomas Jefferson?
John Adams,
we don't like Thomas Jefferson because he had slaves. We don't like George Washington because he freed his slaves. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. They'd all be butthurt because they had slaves and stuff like that. Didn't Thomas Jefferson basically have a bunch of kids with one of his slaves? Yeah,
and gave them property, but nobody talks about that.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah, they would be
black people weren't allowed to own property.
Yeah.
So what they have to do is give them the property.
Well,
but man, it's crazy. Nobody talks about.
Is that
crazy?
Right
I'd like to see the founding fathers come back.
Think about that, though. Our founding fathers, the people that wrote the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution, had slaves, man. That's how twisted we are. That's how twisted our society is. It started at the beginning. Okay, well, listen. Let's talk about Albert Einstein for a minute. He had The Secret to Happiness. He wrote down The Secret to Happiness. As the story goes, Einstein was on a 1922 speaking trip to Tokyo when a Japanese courier delivered a message to him at the Imperial Hotel. Upon realizing that he didn't have enough change to tip the messenger, of course he's a Jew, right, Einstein? He didn't have any money to tip the messenger. He whipped out a pen and scribbled down some life tips instead. Okay, all right? The two pieces of advice that Albert Einstein said to this person that he didn't tip. A quiet and modest life brings more joy than a pursuit of success bound with constant unrest, okay, which I completely agree. And he also said, where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, so these are, which I don't get for a tip to happiness, where there's a will, there's a way. That sounds like a struggle, doesn't it to you?
Yeah, man, it is.
So anyways, those are two pieces of advice from the genius Albert Einstein for your secret to happiness. I'll repeat it again. Your secret to happiness, Guru of the Ghetto. A quiet and modest life brings more joy than a pursuit of success bound with constant unrest. And where there's a will, there's a way. So anyways, there you go, Albert Einstein. I don't know. It seems like it sounds like a lot of work. Where there's a will, there's a way.
There's a will is a way. Well, you willing and you willing away. That's what it is.
Exactly. Well, listen. Also, another thing I want to talk about is the Mega Millions. I guess the jackpot is up to $500 million. All right. Should we pick our numbers again? Didn't we pick our numbers? Let's do it again on the air. Remember we did our numbers? I forgot our numbers. Do you remember what we did for our numbers?
I don't remember what we did, but I can give you some numbers, man. Let's tell you what, hey, when we do, you need to drive over here to Vegas, get you an ID, and then collect the money. Because if you got a California ID, 35% of that off the top.
No, we had numbers. Hold on, we had numbers, and we can't remember what it was. Was it our birth dates or... Wasn't it our birth date or something like that?
We started the show, and then the birth dates. The 11, 3, and then when we started the date of when we did the show.
Okay.
And then the birth dates.
All right, so 11/5. It was 11. I don't know when we started the show. 11/5. You mean it's almost going to be 4 years since we started this show, or 5 years? When did we start? 2013 or 2014? I don't remember.
2013.
All right, so it's going to be 5 years in November that we started the Control Chaos Radio Show here on KCAA. So what's your birthday? Give me it again. Give me your date. What day were you born?
October 23rd.
All right, that's right. I got
10/23.
All right, 10/20. So you just had your birthday's coming up then, huh?
Yeah, man, I'm about to be old.
Oh, my God. Well, happy birthday. How old are you now going to be?
I'll be 46. I will be 46.
You mean I'm 10 years older than you? I didn't know that. Wow. Okay, so we both have 23. That's right. It was our birthdays are 23, then 11. What were the other numbers? You know what? I got a couple lotto tickets at home. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know. I remember that we had some numbers and we didn't win. So I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. You can't be a winner every day. Sometimes you got to be me.
I'd like to be a winner once a month, for Christ's sake, please. All right. Hey,
man, wouldn't that be something?
Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be cool? So, anyways, the Mega Millions. And by the way, you know how much money an average American spends on lotto tickets each year? How much do you think the average American spends on lotto tickets each year?
I can tell you, I spend about $20 a year.
Okay, the average American, I spend probably about $20 to $40 a year. I'd say maybe 20 to 40, depending on how many of these big jackpots hit. Anyways, the average American spends $200 a year on lotto tickets. That seems like a lot, though, doesn't it? $200 a year. I mean, I don't know.
It doesn't. I know people that spend a lot more money. I know some Mexican dudes I know, man. They spend 20% of their paycheck every week on a lotto. I said, man, you crazy.
That is crazy.
We eat it one time, boy, we good. I said, yeah, but if you were to put that money away, you'd have some money.
Exactly. You could buy a house with all the money you're spending. By the way, you have a 1 in 300 million chance of hitting the Mega Millions. 1 in 300 million. Wow, that sounds like great odds.
I'll stick to playing the tables over here in blackjack, man.
Yeah, I miss that. I miss going to the sports book too.
When you do come out, they got a new thing. When you go to the casinos, where you can play word games now.
Oh, really?
Where you do your finger on the thing, and they give you a bunch of letters, and then you make words out of it. And, and every word after the fourth word you've made, you get cash on it. It's a lot of fun, man. It's a new thing, and you got to check it out.
I'm gonna use obscene words for that. Okay, just all obscene words.
Those work, by the way.
All right, I dig it. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna definitely do that because you know what? Dennis Hoff's having his birthday party this weekend, and he invited me up to the Bunny Ranch. But you know what? Do I really want to go to Carson City and go to the Bunny Ranch?
He's getting the robot over there, man.
Yeah, you know what? I gotta call. You know what I'm gonna do?
Interview his ass. See if he got a robot coming.
I'm gonna
literally a robot coming.
A robot coming. I don't think they can. But you know what? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call him today and say that I can't make it because I mean I feel funny about going up there. I mean maybe I don't know. Well, you got you're gonna be the prostitute, and if I don't participate, then they're gonna look at me weird, and I don't really want to have sex with a prostitute, and I don't know, it just seems weird, right? Isn't it a little bizarre? I mean, right?
It is.
Yeah. So
for you, it's a lot closer for you to drive down to Rosecrans and Stanford to the gas station.
I don't want to go to no Rosecrans. I'm not going to no Rosecrans and Stanford for a prostitute.
$15 for gas, and you get a piece of ass.
I don't know. I don't want to pay. I mean, I'll pay for the piece of ass if I'm taking her out to dinner or something like that, or your drinks or whatever.
Well, you're putting gas in the car.
Gas, grass, or ass. No one rides for free. Remember that?
I forgot about that. That's real life. Yeah.
It is now. Now it's real life, man. Right? Back in the day, it was a joke. Now it's gas, grass, or ass. No one rides for free. Speaking of no one riding for free, we may not even be on planet Earth as of 2040 or 2050. Major climate report describes a strong risk of crisis as early as 2030. We may be ruining our planet quicker than we thought. The UN Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change says that the human race has only until 2030 to stem catastrophic climate change. Now,
if you remember, Al Gore said by 2017 half the United States would be underwater. So just remember that.
Well, Al Gore's a dude.
In a movie too. In a movie.
Yeah. In the movie? What movie was that?
The Inconvenient Truth.
Okay.
Everyone was falling down on their knees and clapping and the climate change. And guess what? It's 2018. New York's not underwater.
Well, it could be. I mean, it could be by 2030. They're saying. So I guess it's
push it out another 20 years.
Well, let's see. I'll be 70 in 20 years. Well, hold on. In 2030, I'll be I'll be 68. I'll be pretty young. You'll only be.
I got plans for that, man. and you can plan for it too.
What?
All you
Tell
can do
me.
is get yourself one of those aluminum boats down there in Big 5 and just put it on your roof.
Put it on my
tie
roof.
it down your roof. Yeah, man. Do like what's your name? Noah did.
Use it
You
as
know, put it
solar
on the
panel.
roof.
Use it as solar paneling right now. And once it floods, I can use it as a boat.
And just keep you a ladder to get up on top of the house. You good?
All right, that sounds interesting, Guru. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just go get a raft or something like that. Who knows? I mean, it's crazy, man. Our society. I'm telling you, man. It's just the planet's gonna kick it, just like the dinosaurs got kicked off the planet. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually, Mother Nature's just gonna throw us right off the planet, and Mother Nature's gonna.
Oh yeah.
And you know.
And be right for doing it too.
Yeah, and then in like 1 billion years, it'll be rejuvenated and back to normal. It'll be nice and peaceful again, and then there'll be another Adam and Eve and all that crap.
You put rejuvenated, put the Jews back on so they can start the Old Testament again. I heard what you got.
Rejuvenated, yes. We're going to rejuvenate the world. All right, we got to go, man. I am so tired. I don't know why. I am so worn out. I woke up at like 4 o'clock this morning, and I am cooked. Okay, listen. Jigga, great show. If somebody wants to get your wit and wisdoms, where do they go, my man?
They can go to jiggajones.com till they ban it in America.
Well, maybe you can call in later in the week on the show or something like that.
Yeah, man, let me know.
I will. I'll let you know what's going on because I don't even know what's going on right now. All right, listen, you guys have a great Monday. God bless you. Oh, the Dodgers are playing today at 1:30 in the afternoon.
I think they're going to win. They're going to win today.
They're going to win today? Okay, cool. Well, I hope so.
They're usually good on Mondays, aren't they? The Dodgers seem to win really good on Mondays.
Yeah, I hope they do. If they win, they play the Milwaukee Brewers for the championship, for the National League Championship, which will be very cool. And, so go Dodgers! Go Dodgers!
Go to the Dodgers!
Go Dodgers! Go Dodgers! All right, Jigga. Well, what's going on? Man. All right, here we go. The computer again. All right, take care, brother. I'll talk to you whenever, right? I mean,
all right.
All right. I'm going to try to start the song again. I love this new computer. It fights me all the time. It's like I know. That's why I threw away my flip phone. I mean, not my flip phone, my smartphone. All right, it is Control K. What? Go ahead.
I don't blame you.
All right, brother. All right, have a great day, brother. I'll talk to you. Great show. All right. It is Control Chaos, KCAA 1050 AM, 106.5. I'm Gary Garver. I'm going to get on the highway right now because I'm fried out. All right, you guys, take care.